Hi, this is Gerry from SlapDash Minis. Just doing a little video here to show off what I've been working on. It is my 3x3 Malifaux downtown table. Got a couple of the buildings done, most of the tabletop just about ready for some paint and a few other things. I figured I'd give a little status report just to show that we're still doing some work up here. So I guess without further ado, we'll do a little bit of a tour of my table. It's meant to be either downtown or the slums. There'll be a few other buildings that I'm going to put together here and there. Figure out a few other things, make it as modular as I can, but mostly it's probably going to end up as almost a demo table at my local game store, the Game Chamber. So take a look-see here. That's my brothel, which I am currently calling the Meat Market. Water tower on top there, signs. I'm actually going to be using bent wire to make neon signs for almost all the buildings. I'm not sure if neon's really supposed to be accurate for Malifaux, but I figure what the heck, they might have some soulstone powered lamps, something like that. Everything's built out of foam core and balsa wood and bits and bobs, a few GW bits there. Oddly enough, the GW City of Death lights work almost perfect for a steampunk setting. You pretty much just got to paint them in brass. So that's the main building that's pretty well ready to go. I got to get more of this brick sheet here to do the back wall in. Waiting on restock on that. All these signs are going to be all neoned up. My plan for the actual painting of the table is to paint everything in really dark colors and put in a heck of a lot of object source lighting. Just to try and make it look like it's all lit up and it's all at night. Right. And next building I got finished, which is actually the first one I did, is my bell tower. Or clock tower, rather. It's about 99% done. It's ridiculously tall. It's like 23 inches tall, plus I've got it sitting up on a little raised area of the table. But I've got a little bit of a weight in the bottom, so it is actually relatively stable. And since I wanted to have models inside it, I took the bells out of it, which I still haven't actually found the right bell to use for it, and decided to make it look like it was under some sort of maintenance. Makes it a little more interesting. Lets me have room to put a sniper in there, something like that. A little uninvited guest. I've still got to stick the clock faces on it. There's some that I picked up at Michael's that I'm actually going to be making castings of. Just kind of looking down the back alley portion of the board here. These three buildings are basically just mock-up shells right now, but they're going to be detailed up, obviously. But I've got a 6-story little townhouse building, little divider building, just to keep things interesting. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for that yet. Probably some dormer windows, bunch of chimneys. I got a real thing about water towers lately, so they're probably pretty much all getting water towers. Another one's a shop. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it a shop or a pub or a whatnot. Bit of a canal here. It's all going to be filled with water effects. Got more of the brickwork there. You can see that. And I've also carved brickwork into everything. This is all, the whole top is all just it's all just foam. And then I've just sat there with a pencil and drawn in each of the cobblestones. I don't recommend it. It took way too long, but it looks pretty good. And then I've left a bunch of bare patches. You see where my cat kind of got at it there, but I'm going to deal with that. Bare patches, in my mind, are supposed to represent some sort of paving over top of the cobblestones. It's all worn away. In reality, I just couldn't face doing any more cobblestones. Random busted chariot. This model's probably older than me. I don't know where the heck it came from, but it's there. Then in here, there's going to be a barge that I'm going to build with a couple platforms so you can run across it. And then over here, I'm going to put in some sort of a factory. I was actually thinking a coffin factory, because Malifaux's a dangerous place and they need a lot of coffins. The board itself is actually just a piece of 1/8 inch MDF. That's the very bottom of it. And then I've got, it's 3x3, and then I attached some red oak that I picked up at the Home Depot as trim. It'll take a heck of a beating, you're not going to break it apart. And I actually hit that with my router. You can see the edge there. It's not the greatest job. I've since learned a little bit about making better miter joints, but I'm not going to go back and fix it now. But it's nice and round, it's not going to splinter. It'll last for a while. And then I've got a layer of 1-inch pink foam, and then a layer of foam core. This area still needs to be finished off. A lot of the balsa wood just kind of popped off here, though I think I'm actually just going to fill the negative spaces with dirt. And then I've got to build some sort of retaining wall in here. I've got some slightly different brick sheet that I'm probably going to use for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it so far. Yeah, that's my downtown Malifaux board. Hopefully in the next week or so I should be able to finish these 3 buildings off. And finish off the board itself. And then I'll be on to making a few more things. Like, for some reason I'm really looking forward to building a boat. Don't really know why. And maybe I can finally paint my crew. Alright, so that's it. So it's been Jerry from SlapDash Minis. Small little update here. And have a good one.